putting the primer, it says that I'm supposed to wait half an hour for it to wet dry. But for me to paint again, I should wait 6 hours. So I will wait about 4 hours, then I will do now the new painting. So the primer is done, and now this is easy to close. There you go. I'm done doing. You only do one layer of the primer there. So I'll wait 6 hours from now, and then I will continue. So let's go and do other things. I have situation here. This situation here to take care of. Some cartons here are going to the storage. Others are just sorting out for throwing out. So let me sort these. All those files up there are mine. So I'm going to sit down here and now sort out all these things as we chat. So join along. Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. This is the best of two worlds with me, Generica, and it's a beautiful day. It's another beautiful day, and I don't take it for granted that I have seen yet another day. I hope everybody's doing well. Now we are back at it again. The DIY project, the do-it-yourself project, is still ongoing. We are still on that series of the do-it-yourself project, because the winds of change, remember I told you the winds of change are here, and because they're here, we are still preparing ourselves. We've gone a very long way. I know I haven't mentioned what the winds of change are for us in this family and why all these changes and what we are doing. I will tell you in just the right time, in God's best timing. I'll tell you the reason why, but for now I welcome you everybody, my subscribers, my gang. Karibuni sana for yet another beautiful vlog, a do-it-yourself video. For the newcomers, karibuni sana. This is the best of two worlds. This is a channel with good vibes. This is a channel where we talk about the both sides of the coin. I keep saying, no matter how flat it is, it has two sides, and we talk about the good, the bad, and everything else that is in between. So that is the situation. You've seen the situation of my entrance hall, how it looks. You've seen the situation in the workroom, or the computer room as we call it. That's an extra bedroom, but we use it as an office. So that is the situation there, and I will be doing a lot of things today. So get yourself comfortable, get warm, get a cup or a glass of something, and follow along and see what I am doing today and the different things I'm going to do today. There are things that are not the funniest things to do, but there are things that must be done, and the end result is going to be such a good result, such a nice result, such a beautiful and comfortable result. So that's why this has to be done, and I'm not doing it in any systematic way. I'll just do it as it comes. I'll do it as it comes. So let's join me. Give this video a like, give this video and a share it with your loved ones, share it with your friends. Please leave a comment, and most of all, subscribe. I know I say this every time, but please subscribe, because that's the only way you will show me love, you show me your support, and that's the only way we can grow. So don't forget to subscribe if you already haven't subscribed. And I keep saying, I am grateful even if you're watching. I'm grateful even if you're watching and you haven't subscribed or you haven't liked. I'm still very grateful, because those are watch hours. So yes, I'm very grateful. But you can take the next step, you can take the leap of faith, because of course if you're here, that means somehow you like the content here, you like to see what I'm doing. So it's just to click the subscription button that is here. It's red in color and it's free. It's free, so feel free to do that. So let's go on, and I'll show you what we are going to do first. The first thing we are going to do, the computer room, is paint that wall. This piece of wall, you see, it's not much. It was left out when we were painting the ceiling. It was left out because of this wardrobe. This wardrobe has been here for years, and when the ceiling was being painted, that part was left out, because I guess the person who felt that it is heavy and it was full of things. So it was full of things, and maybe they felt this wardrobe might never be moved. It might never be moved, so they left it out. Now we have removed it. Had this wardrobe, if I may turn it this way, this wardrobe had 3 parts. Had 1, 2, and a third part. The third part we have removed because it was broken, and we've thrown it away. So now we are left with only 2 parts. So after I've painted, we will push this wardrobe towards the corner there, so that we have more space for working on. We'll be having more space there to work on. So that's what we are going to do. That's the first thing we are going to do. We will put a type of oil. We will put this. This is what we are going to put, and it is called it's a primer. It's a primer, interior primer, so that now once we come to apply the white paint, the paint will stick. So we have to prepare the wood. This is for preparing the wood, so that now when we come to paint, the paint will stick on the wall. The ceiling, I don't know whether I can show you. Let me show it to you. So that's what we're going to first use. And I'll show you. And then we will use this pencil, this kind of pencil that is long, because I will show you why. If you look at my ceiling, you can see it has those spots. These are knots from the wood. And we want to keep that. We don't want to, because it gives it character and it gives it personality in our view. This gives the ceiling the personality, and the features remain. So the kind of paint we are going to put is paint that at the end of the day, the wounds or the knots of the wood will still be seen. So I'll show you like we have an example in the kitchen. This is the hallway. You can still see those knots of wood. Those are the knots in the wood. And the kitchen, the same thing. The kitchen, the same thing. I don't know whether you can see it. You can still see those spots, those woods from the tree. So we do not want to take that away from the tree, because that's what gives that wood that characteristic. When you're being seen in our view, and we think it's very, very beautiful. So we want to paint it white, but we still want those knots still to be seen. So let's go and start the work. Put the tape here because we don't want this primer or the paint touching this paint. So I put a tape here. And of course I've covered the floor just in case there's paint pouring. So now we continue with the primer. This is the undercoat that will make sure that the painting sticks well on the wood. So it's not everything that needs primer, but when you're painting wood, wood is brown in color. So if before now you put the ordinary paint, you have to put a primer so that even the paint will not see through, or rather to stick nicely. You know, the work of the primer is to enhance it's always to enhance something to stick. That's the work of a primer. those who don't know, I was left-handed from the beginning when I was younger. But growing up, I guess doing things with the left hand was considered a handicap, and something was wrong with your child. So I was taught literally. I had to learn to do things with my right hand. But you know how it is. If you're left-handed, you're left-handed. There are those still things that I still do better with the left hand. I can practically write with both hands, but now I have used my right hand for writing for so long, so I wouldn't be as fast in writing with the left hand like I am with the right hand. But I'm left-handed. My younger daughter is left-handed, and my grandchild is also left-handed. So we have to learn to let our kids be. There's a gift in everything. But I guess that's our parents did not know anything different. So I remember literally being beaten by my mom for doing things, knitting with my left hand, writing with my left hand. And she always asked, what is wrong with you? Why are you using the left hand? And, well, I can't blame her, because she did what she could with what she had. And because she was a teacher, I think it was also more sensitive, so because she was a teacher, you don't want, and I was in her school. My mother was my teacher, so I guess you do not want to be seen or to be asked what's wrong with your child, why are they writing with the left hand. But yeah, there are those things I still do with my left hand, like knitting. I always knit with my left hand. I wash clothes with my left hand. You know how you do like this? I wash my clothes the other way around. And that's how it is. And my daughter has taken up that, and my grandchild is also left-handed. So there's something about the left-handed people I hear. They are very smart. I don't know how true it is, but that's what I hear. Was I smart? I wasn't especially smart in school, but I am smart when it comes to thinking outside the box. That way I am smart. There are very many things, my husband being Swedish, he follows the book. The rule of the book is what he follows. And some things don't need, you don't have to go to school to learn them. So I guess I surprise him also sometimes. Oh, you have to read the menu. No, you don't have to read the menu. You can just use your common sense and know how to fix things. So that's how it is. So that's also something you don't know about me. I am left-handed. Only that I have learned within the years to use my right hand, but otherwise I'm left-handed. Putting the primer, it says that I'm supposed to wait half an hour for it to wet dry, but for me to paint again, I should wait 6 hours. So I will wait about 4 hours, then I will do now the real painting. So the primer is done, and now this is easy to close. There you go. I'm done doing. You only do one layer of the primer there. So I'll wait 6 hours from now, and then I will continue. So let's go and do other things. I have situation here. This situation here, to take care of. Some cartons here are going to the storage. Others are just sorting out for throwing out. So let me sort these. All those files up there are mine. So I'm going to sit down here and now sort out all these things as we chat. So join along. So now I'm going to take care of this situation. You know, I keep remembering I got married in 2005, and I will show you the video to my wedding. I will do that, obviously, but we did our wedding planning ourselves. This was another big DIY project that we did. We even made the church cards ourselves. You can see there. And then the songs that were to be sung in church. Wow. Wow. This we did ourselves. I can't believe it. I will show you the video for my wedding. I will definitely do that. But this was another DIY project. It was a lot of work, but it was beautiful. So this is what the cards that everybody was to get inside the invitation card. So it was folded like this. It was folded like this. So this was for the church, so that now you can follow in the songs, and you will know who was the priest, and then who was the best maid, the best man, and the best maids, and who is singing what song. So this is how it was. We did everything ourselves and printed out. There you go. 2005. That's when we got married. So we did that. This was for the church. And then there was now what was in the card. And it was both in English, it was in Swedish, both in Swedish and in English. So we did this and then cut it out. We cut it out here to put inside the invitation card. And it says, "You're most welcome to our wedding. We get married," and then the name of the church and the date and what time. And then after lunch at this place and at this time, and then our names and when you are supposed to reply if you're coming or not. And then now, of course, there was a verse of the Bible there. And yes, this we did ourselves too. So we cut it here, you cut it there, and we put it inside the invitation card. So that was it. That was one. And then after the church, now was the location where we were going to have the lunch, because it was a lunch. And look at that. This was the seating arrangement. This was the seating arrangement. And this card also came inside the invitation card, so that now you know where you're sitting. Of course, there's the name of who is sitting where and who you're sitting next to. This we did ourselves also. My God, 20 years ago, this year we are going to feel 20 years in marriage. The table organization, who is sitting where and who is sitting next to you, that we did ourselves. And then, so that was the table seating. Let me see what else. And of course, we had a list. We had a list of all the people we were inviting. And then here now in this list, no, this was actually the program of the list of what to do, or what we are supposed to do before the wedding. You know, there was book the church, see the priest 2 weeks before, church ceremony, book the church also, music at the church, decide the music and who is going to sing, and then the restaurant, book that, and the kids in church who are going to be my maids, and who are the guys, who is the host, who is hosting the wedding, who is talking, and who was going to do what, who is the best man, who is the best man, who is a toastmaster, booking the visa for my parents. Imagine. Then the tickets, and what is paid and what is not paid. We had a list of everything. Then the transportation of now me and my girls, where we were going to sleep, who was going to drive, where we'll Ingbe and now my parents, where they will be. I mean, everything is here. Everything is here. Everything is here. And our honeymoon, get the visas for our honeymoon, book the restaurant, who is taking pictures. I mean, the cake, decoration. It's all here. It's all here. So this was a lot of work. We did a lot of planning. So now, once we were done with the smaller sitting, this was hanged. This was hung at the restaurant, so that now when you came in, if you don't have your card, you can still check where are you sitting and who are you sitting next to, so that you get to know everybody. This was a lot of work. So this was hung at the restaurant. Wow. Yes. And of course we had to get tips from the internet, so we did a lot of Google, because we were going to do everything ourselves. Yes, so that's the card, what was going to be in the card. And now the card itself, my God, guys, the cards that we sent out to everybody. This, my wedding card. And a little history about the bride, the groom, and the menu. There you go. A little bit about me, a little history about my husband, and what was going to be eaten at the menu. This we did ourselves. Can you believe it, guys? Oh my God, it brings so much memories. So what we did was, so this is the card, and then we did this with the music and the invitation and everything, and when you're supposed to answer. So we cut this and pin and put it inside here. So this could be folded into two. It was folded like that, and then this was put inside, and the table who you're sitting next to was also inside the invitation card. And we needed to do this way before, because we needed to send this to the Kenyan embassy in Kenya for my parents and my brother to get their visas to come to our wedding. So these were done very early, so that we could send them to Kenya with the invitation letters for my parents. Yes. So there it goes. This is what remained after we had sent out. And there are many. All this we did ourselves. Can you believe it, guys? All this we did ourselves. A little history about me, my names, when I was born, my parents, what I have studied or what I do, and something to know about me, and the same for my husband. And then the menu, the for it was some watermelon and quinca, melon and ham, and then there was the lunch that was meatballs with chips, and then there was now the cake plus some sodas and some drinks. Simple but very, very, very beautiful. Wow. So I will show you, I promise I will show you about my wedding. I'll show you about my wedding. If I reach 500 subscribers, then it will come earlier. So this is what I was saying. This is how the card looked like. The card looked like that. And then, of course, there was the menu. Then you open it, you see a little history about the bride and the groom. Then there is the menu. And then there were some songs there. There are some songs. The table seating, so that you know who you're sitting beside and prepare yourself. And who is sitting. There was also who is sitting next to who. So this we described. This, you see this table sitting, we have described each and every guest. Each and every guest is described here. Who is sitting next to who and who they are to us, to the bride and groom, so that you have a little information about who you're sitting next to. And it's both in English and in Swedish. And also some more songs. So this was our wedding card. So this, we will show you, we will give you a little history about our wedding and how we met and things like that. These are memories. 20 years down the line. Ingve, you're married 20 years. This year, 20 years down the line. Could you believe it?
Yeah, it's a long time.
Yeah. So all these hours now, what remained after we had done the card. So all this is what remained. We did the card and did corrections and added and subtracted. Worth keeping. Worth keeping. Worth keeping. So let me continue. When I see something interesting here, I will show you. When it came to the wedding cake, I had a list. I had a list of how many people were coming to the wedding, what I wanted for the cake, and who was going to do the cake. Here we have the program of the day. The program in the church is here. This was going to be given to the master of ceremony. We have it all there. We have how I wanted my cake to look like. Everything is there. And who made the cake is also there. Everybody who was invited to our wedding and their addresses is there too. Yeah. Amazing, amazing. And then here I have cards of everybody who came and they brought their presents. Here are some cards. To Jenny and Ingve, congratulations and best wishes. May God bless your family from now on and may you live happily ever after. We hope we are invited to the 25th anniversary. We love you very much. Dengaris. This was from my family. And they hope to be invited 25 years anniversary. Now we are down to 20. My family wants to be invited 25 years anniversary. So here is the evidence.
Yeah.
That's from my family. So all these are the cards from everybody who came. My God. This is from your company, Generica and Ingve. Våra varmt gratulationer på era bröllopsdag. Från räddningen. Ah, this is from your work.
Det var trevligt.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, because he had invited some colleagues, of course, from work. These is also colleagues from my husband's work. Oh my God. 20 years down the line, guys. Yeah. Cards from our friends. Christine. David and Boo Boo. Oh, this is from our neighbors. And this is from Sharon Joy. Oh, some of my friends. Wedding day. Congratulations. Oh, for my friends. What is he doing here? He is fixing the curtains, if you're wondering. We're putting new... Vad heter rullgardiner? Isha had forgotten her present at home. Ah, your sister, your twin sister. Krista, Yoran, Mike, and Matthias. These are your workmates. So we are putting new curtains here. So that's what he's fixing. Oh, our neighbors. Wow. They had made a card. This is typical Angie.
Mm-hmm.
This is from our neighbors. Oh God. I told you guys it's a DIY, do it yourself project. So we are doing things ourselves. Including our wedding, we did it ourselves. Rolf, Maria, Niklas, and Frederick. This is Ingve's big brother. Renewal. This was my husband's or our best friend family. continue to. This it came with my parents from my aunties and uncles. Wow. And then it's written at the may Christ brighten and bless your life together. Congratulations. Welcome to the 1 + 1 = 1 club. This is from my aunties and uncles. Very thoughtful. Very thoughtful. And then this was from the family lawyer. My family lawyer came with my parents. And then after the wedding, we had gone for our honeymoon, and we came back. We had to go open all the presents and write down who has brought what, because we really wanted to personalize the thank you cards for coming to the wedding and for the present. So this was our thank you card, and then now here we wrote the message. Hjärtligt tack för uppvaktning vid vårt bröllop. Thank you very much for coming to our wedding. And of course now we wrote thank you for whatever present that we had given. So that was our thank you card. Jesus Christ. This could make me tear up. So this one I'm saving. This one I'm saving. Our thank you card. Guys, that is the other thing about when you come to Sweden. It's important to go to SFE. I talked about it in my live last Sunday. And going to school means you will learn not only to talk, but you will learn how to write properly, the pronunciation and the nouns, the verbs, and all that kind of thing. Look at this. This is proof that I went to school. I went to study Swedish. My God. But the talking, what has helped me in the talking is practicing to talk to people. I talked about it also in the last live, that I have to go to work. I have to go to work so that I am forced to learn the language, because at home we spoke English. So all these are my documents for going to school. That I went to school, my paperwork, not document, my study paperwork. That this was I'll show you. This was to show that I had been taken. This was to show that I had been taken and the program for the school, when it will start and when it will add, because this is important when now you're applying for the money for going to school, for the help money. And that's the program for the school. Interesting. And this was 2005. Yes, I went to school immediately when I came. Right. And then after I had gone to study Swedish in school, I started to work a bit, and most of the people I knew, the Kenyans that I knew, had done under nurse. That is what they had done. So I was feeling like I want to do something else. Yes, I had worked in the old homes, and I was happy there, but I was still feeling the urge to go and do something else. So I came across this dental assistant course that I felt like this would be something for me. So I applied and I came in. And when I told my husband that I was going to do this course, he looked at me and he said, "Do you know that you're going to be studying in Swedish?" And I said, "Yes, I know." There you go. You can see even I have named it tandutbildning. That means that it is dental course. And here we are. Here are my papers. This is proof that I went to study. This was a course that was for 2 years, and loved it, loved. It was a lot of work, it was a lot of studying, and I went to this school, the doctors, and oh my God, my teacher and Catherine Barr. It was a lot of work, it was a lot of studying and with small children, but I managed, I had good support system. I had good support system. So, and the school was far. The school was in a community called Järfälla. That is where the school was. So it was a lot of commuting, and it was every day, 8 to 5 school. So yes, I went to school, guys. I studied to be a dental assistant for 2 years. Imagine. This is a lot of studying. Cardiology. Cardiology is the study of cardiology is the study of cavity in the tooth. That's what it means. Oh my God. Yes, I went to school, guys. And this is how the material, when you go to school, the teacher gives you this. So the teacher is teaching and you're doing notes at the side. So there's no writing on the blackboard. We did even about X-ray. Wow. Here we are fixing curtains also. What it means with the word prevention. My God. Children's teeth world. X-ray. Perfect. People's sociality and culture behaviors. You know, you have to learn about the anatomy to understand how the teeth are connected to the body. You had to do the anatomy to learn the different muscles and things like that. Look at that. Interesting. So we had to do the body anatomy. We had to do the body anatomy. We had to do the mouth anatomy. You can see that. My God. To understand. You know. Yeah. It was a lot of study. You have to learn about the muscles and the different bones and what they do. Oh my God, this is really good. the anatomy of a tooth. Have to learn. You know, and you have to learn how to draw how a tooth looks like and all its parts. You know, this is the emal, and the dentin is inside here, and then now the nerves inside. Oh, Jesus. If I was told to go back to school today, I would cry. Then when I started to do the practicals, I took pictures to know what every part of the dental stool looks like and what it is all about, you know, and the instruments. The instruments that are used. Bore. This is when I went for the practicals, you know, the machine that is used to clean the instruments. Because it was important to learn. It was important to learn these things, so I did. You know, every turn looks different, and it has different anatomies, and how the gum looks like, you know, when it's inflamed. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice. Are they working now?
Mm-hmm.
Let's put this into test.
My mom var försiktig.
Oh, nice. Nice. We had blue ones here before, and they were torn, so that's why we've changed them. This is beautiful. Nice. But of course you have to be careful when you're pulling them down, up and down. Beautiful. Good job. Yes, we had to learn how the dental chair looks like and know its different parts. It was part of the course, you know, part of that course. I was very organized because I put everything in a file, because then it was easy to revise. And then hygiene routine. Oh, you know, the work environment. I work in a positive work environment because it's important.
Kan jag ta det här lite nu?
Because it's important, you know, arbetsmiljö. You know, that's my school. That is the school I went to, the doctors. In Jakobsberg. So every time you started the term, you're given this paper to show how the program will look like, the rules and regulations, and everything is in Swedish. Books, where to get books. Yeah. Guys, this is part of my life. Yet the winds of change are here. We are taking a different course. We are taking a different direction. But you cannot forget where you've come from. But change is always good. If you stay in the same place, you expect the same results. But if you change it up, then you get to grow. You get to grow. table. So let's open and mount it together. We say this is a do-it-yourself project. So everything we are doing it ourselves. Do-it-yourself project. And this is typically, especially here in Sweden, you have to do a lot of these things yourself. And to be honest, most of the things are not hard to do. You just have to be open-minded, accept to make mistakes, and learn from the mistakes. So these I bought two of them. They're for my bedroom. I bought them from a shop called Jysk, Jysk. And I'll tell you a funny story. During our wedding, my mother-in-law, she had bought for us, presents, towels, hand towels from this particular shop called Jysk, Jysk. And when she was presenting them to us, she gave us a story, which was actually funny and rhymed very well with us, because she said that she bought these presents from this shop called Jysk, which represents J for Generica, that's my name, Y for Ingve, that's my husband's name, S for Sweden, that is where we live, and K for Kenya. Isn't that smart? My mother-in-law was a very smart woman. She was very, very, very smart woman. She was an independent woman. She was a woman who knew what she wanted, and she used to teach in the Swedish school for invandrare, for incoming. I told you, this is not IKEA, but it's almost this. The idea is almost like the IKEA idea, where everything comes packed and it comes with the instructions. I don't know if you can see it. So this is Generica, Ingve, Sweden, Kenya, Jysk. That's what she said. So like I was saying, I'm mixing up the story, so I hope you're following along. So this furniture is from the shop called Jysk. It has nothing to do with our names. That is just my mother-in-law who found it, that it rhymed. It rhymed with our names and the shop, and that's where she had bought all our wedding presents from that shop, because it rhymed with our names. So it comes with a manual. It shows you how the furniture is made, the measurements also. Now I've tiered. Cautions, things to think about, that you're supposed to read the menu. I'm not good at reading menus. And how not to put it together. It has a lot, and it's in different languages. It is in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 languages, including English and Swedish. There's no Swahili, but all the other languages. So they're smart. And then, so it comes with all the do's and don'ts. And then it comes with all the instruments. So they are showing you what instruments. Let me come here. So they are showing you what tools you will need to put together. So they are saying you should not use an electric drill, but you should use all the others. And then all these things are in that carton, all these things. So if I go through and find one of them is missing, I can return this package to the shop and get a new one. So all those things are there. And then from there it is step by step how to mount, and it's labeled for you, number 1, number 2, everything is labeled, so you cannot go wrong. Number 3, number 4, you cannot go wrong putting this thing together, this table, bedside table together. But somehow I have managed to put the wrong things together. So everything is, the instructions are there. So your work is just to follow the instructions. So let's get into it. Let's follow instructions and put the table together. Okay. So it says these are 3. 1, 2, so this is the one that is containing all the screws. Let's see. So here are all the screws, and they are numbered. Now I need this is B. I need the B. This is C. And here is D. So this is what I need to start with. And C and C. So that is J. I take the J and put J in these 2 holes. So that was number 2. Number 3 is to take these ones and the legs to put in 2. So this is number 2. So I had put the legs not correctly, so these parts were not fitting. So I had to remove the legs again and now put them the correct way. So it's important to follow instructions, which I'm not very good at. I'm not good at reading the instructions, and I suffer the consequences. So I had to remove everything I had done and redo the legs correctly. So let's see if I have done the correct way now. Because if you don't put it correctly from the beginning, the parcel will not, it will disturb you. So it's important to put everything. So because these are machine done, and as much as the machines are made by human hands, they can also make mistakes, but everything is precise. Every nail, every little hole is precise. So if you don't put them correctly, even tightening the bolt will be hard. And then now the table will be shaking like this, or you can see it shaking. But I'll tighten that up. Let me put the bolt up here. Santorini hade ljudvävning.
Ja.
Är du förstått hela den?
Nej. Man blir inte man blir inte jättekraftig jordbävning.
You know people who died? When you go to Flodet imorgon, kan ni försöka hitta den täcke, själva lådan står stora täcke.
Okay.
And it is ljus, det är gråa, fast ljusare är grå. Men lite, ja, och lite blommor på. Om ni hittar örongott till det, men jag tror inte den har någon örongott, den där täcken. Vad har du gjort av denna skruv? Vad har du gjort av skruven? I gave you a screw when you were here. Yeah? Why did du inte fatta? I gave you a screwdriver when you sitting here.
Va?
Va?
En skruvmejsel?
Nej, en skruv. Så. De är inne. Nu ska vi se. Då borde de gå in. Ska vi se. Då börjar vi med... Då ska vi se. So now they fitted. You see now they fitted nicely. And it's that number 6. So we go now to number 7, where we put the top now. the top.
Ja, men det var det.
So it's important to follow the indication. You see this part? If you put it wrongly, it's not going to fit the nails here. So this is supposed to be what is supposed to be at the front, like that. Okay?
Wow.
So, wow, you see. So now, can you put this aside? Put this aside. And work on putting the screws on it. Excuse me. So, Today is the next day, and we are still continuing with the Winds of Change do-it-yourself project. So today we have removed a lot more of the things we don't need from the house, put them in the carton, and taken them to the storage. The video about the storage is here. So what I'm doing now is trying to clean the wall where we are seeing marks where we've removed pictures. So that's what I'm doing now. So join along and see how I'm trying to clean the walls and trying to clean the house, and then we will do now a thorough cleaning of the whole house. So thank you again for staying along and watch the video until the very end. You will get to see what we are doing, and guess in the comment section below, what do you think the winds of change for us is? What do you think it is? So let's continue.